Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So for today's video, it's gonna be a little bit different from the other videos that I've done so far. So I'm gonna record a get ready with me. For the past couple months, kind of feel inspired, and I just wanted to pass on that positivity to someone else that need it. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about some experience that I had in the past that I've learned from. I hope me doing this video can, you know, kind of bring little light to someone that needs it, and allow that person to know that they're not the only one that is going through something like that, or they're not the only one that has gone through or going through hardship in life. It's something that is normal. I wouldn't say normal, but it's something that happens to everybody. So if you guys want a little positivity in your life and you want to see me get ready, then you can continue to watch this video. I'm gonna start off first by putting on some little lip balm because my lip then dry, very dry. So if you want to wear like matte lipstick, then this is a good way to help with the application of the lipstick, because the lipstick drying, if you have moisturized lip, then it will go on smoother on your lip when you're putting it on. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to moisturize my skin. So I got this from Sephora. It's I got it as a sample with the loyalty points, and I really like, if nothing left in there, I really like it's like a one of those sticky moisturizer, and when I use it under my foundation, I see a big difference in the application, the smoothness of it. Not really left in there, so me have to go cut it. When you're broke, you're not really broke, but when you're living on a budget, this is sometimes stuff what you do. Try to get the look guys, not only leaving there, it's just that they need a little help with getting it out. So just gonna add that to the hair. Don't be alarmed by the amount that I use. The more I use, the better the foundation application. So just add that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. So nothing special, just using a pencil from NYX. So I'm gonna just comb through the brows with a spoolie. You know, say all of the nights I never make before me start record the video. As I turn on the camera, in as them start making a, but we're not going to make it by the house. Anywho, let me just do my brows. So I'm just gonna quickly do my brows because I can't really talk while I do my brows. So yes guys, so as I was saying before in the intro, like everybody go through hardship. Some person's own is more extreme than others, but everybody have some form of hardship that they went through. And with me, I saw this quote one time on, I think it was Instagram, I saw it, where it said that it says something like, don't delay your happiness waiting on the perfect life, or something like that. and I could really relate to that. Before I started UTech, my dad, we had to delay it by a year because he never have the money at that time to send me. And I remember that, like, me have one calendar marked down the days them for me start, and me say, alright, I'm not gonna start be happy until I go UTech, because me never get what I want. And during that whole year, me just did feel miserable and so, and I started going UTech and stuff, and I did 2 years, and then after that I had to stop because we didn't have a financial situation. So during that little time, I'm not the type of person who just they warm. Like, me start look jobs, like honestly I couldn't find no job. I couldn't get any job at all. I don't know what was going on. Like, it's not like me not have no qualification or nothing, but it did really, like, me couldn't get no work. And I remember, like, it did so bad that the only thing we couldn't afford to eat, because my dad did do plant, like, in plant stuff just for fun. The only thing where we couldn't afford to eat a wild grow on the land. And I remember this specific time where I only planting alone the day, and we couldn't even find money to eat something with the planting. And I remember I had to, like, my father always have like some silver in his room. He always have silver laid down on the floor and stuff. I mean, I feel legit dig through the ground to find some silver to buy oil to fry the plantain. And then after that, when we actually use the oil, it's like I have to be careful how me use the oil, because the amount of money what me find, I like $50 me find, and me have to use the $50 oil so me can fry the plantain for breakfast, me can fry for dinner. So me couldn't use too much. And you know, say plantain soak up it. I like green plantain, so you know, say it will soak up the oil and stuff. So, and I remember in that time, like, I learned so much, because I realized that I always depend on people for my own happiness. Like, I always do that, and I always be like, I expect this person to be there for me and blah blah blah, and this and that. And I remember in that moment, like in that period, I was like, all right, so when I get to go back to school, I will be happier. Like, prepare that at least, okay, when I go back to school I will be happier, when this and that I will be blah blah blah. And then we get to go back to school for 1 semester, and we did have to stop. Like, I tried to find jobs at Kingston while I was going to school, but every work, like, them actually called me. Them said they can't employ me if me I go to school. So that couldn't work out. So, like, every job what wouldn't work with my schedule, they said they can't employ me I go to school. I actually did get one job, and then they want to pay me $1,600 a day. And I said, alright, at least do that job. Let me go there. They want me to work 10 hours, and I like chef job. So, you know, say chef job, I don't know, play something 10 hours. And I say, no, we can't do 10 hours and they work $1,600 a day. Anyways, we never go back and stuff. Semester after that, after the semester finish, January we couldn't go back to school. Like, December me I say, alright, God, if you just make me, like, me always feel I wasn't happy. Me always feel like one hole just today. And me always say, alright, when I go back to school and me finish school, then when me get to dream job what me want, then I will be happy and blah blah blah. Well, I couldn't go back to school January, and my father did me. So like, honestly, when he passed away, Like, it's like the night before. At that time I did find one job, because that was like in 2017. So I actually found a job that time, and when I was at work, my co-workers, like, them always trouble me. Them always say to me, say, like, why do you talk to your dad so much? Like, because him my best friend, what you mean? Him always have to check up on me, or me check up on him. Like, every time on lunchtime we call him, I ask him if he alright and stuff like that. And he may call me after work and ask me if me in a bus, if me get taxi yet and stuff like that. So I remember a day before he passed away, like the night, I went to the movies with a couple of my co-workers. And no, I went to the movies with one of my co-worker and our friend, and we watched everything. And I remember that I was supposed to call my dad and tell him that I'm coming home a little late. It's not like I have to do it, but out of respect, that's just the relationship that we had. And I forgot to call him. So he called me during the movie, and I told him that I forgot to call him and tell him about it. And then, like, it's like they when they trouble me, and then about him, and then that time he just called, and then, like, it's me tell him, say me forget, say I was supposed to call him. So anyways, we finished the movie, and we saved some of my popcorn with the nacho cheese for him. And then when I reach home, let me tell you how my father is. Like, every night him not go in bed unless me reach inside the house. And when we reach home, in my garage, I wait for me, and like me just meet him and something. But at the time I never really realized, but looking back, it's like him didn't have, you couldn't say you have something on your mind. And like before that, he need to eat and stuff, but me just think I like the stuff them when me I cook make him not eat. Anyways, in the room now, I may always trouble him. Like, we sit down and talk, or me sit down beside him in a, like, on him bed, and me give me popcorn with the cheese. And sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so we sat on the bed and we were talking, and like, me always trouble him. Like, anybody who know me, like, I'm an annoying lover, so let me always trouble him and stuff. And on the bed and we were talking, and him said to me, saying want to sleep. So me know say my cue that for leave. So me said, Daddy, why you always around me? And him say, Nikki, me tired. But me said, Daddy, you don't know how long you gonna have with me. Like, me said that, I me never know say a reality. Anyways, going to my room, me asleep, and me hear my brother. I say, like, him said, Daddy, what happened to you? And let me tell you, I had this phobia. You see, because me know say my father older than most fathers, I had this phobia of my father passing away. So I remember when I was little and I was watching the movie one named Bucket List with Morgan Freeman, and the other with one white man, and the white man looked like my father. Anyways, if you watch the Bucket List, the man dead in the ending of the movie, and like, to him look like my father. Like, me start cry, and me not like when people see me cry, so me run go in my room and they hide. So he must say, what happened to you? I said, Daddy, I'm balling now. I said, Daddy, a movie. So I say, what about the movie? So I say, man look like you and the man dead. And then like one Jamaican father and start laughing. So, and he said, no, nothing happened to me, and blah blah blah. Anyways, when me hear my brother say that, like, me actually went to sleep, and when me hear my brother say that, me jump out of my bed and me go in my room, and it's like him say one pain in a leg. So every time when my father sick, if he cut his finger, me start cry because me no want nothing do him. And like that day, like me just never feel nothing. Me just say, "Cho, I want like a pain in my leg," and go to hospital and he go feel better. And like my brother say a gas and he give me like a prawn for eat, and boil like a ginger tea and he give him for drink and then something there. And like me never know what he thinks. I mean, say probably a gas too because he need to eat and blah blah blah. Anyways, and did it like he tell me if he set his foot this way, and tell me if he set it that way, and he say pain, you don't know where the pain here come from. And then this was like after 6, and me legit because him have one issue with nerve pain, like he get nerve cramps in his foot. So me think of that. So me I say probably at that. And then like me hear he said, "Nikki, me I go dead." And I say, "No, Daddy, don't say something like that. Nothing I do you. We go call the ambulance now." We call the ambulance. First of all, we call the ambulance, like the number of the ambulance, and then go tell us so we get the police station. We need to call back. Anyways, we call back the number, same thing happen. They no try call the correct number for you know, they might give you one next number for call. Anyways, we get the ambulance. My brother have to take 20 minutes to explain to them a direction how to get to it, and it don't that hard to get to us, like a legit just drive straight. So anyways, like him dead there, and like the whole experience, like during the whole time, it's just like me just feel numb. Me not have no feelings at all. Me not feel happy, me not feel sad, me not have like me not feel nothing at all. So the palette that we're using today is with the Bretman collaboration with Colourpop. It's the licked palette, so we're basically gonna use the middle colors, so all these 4 colors. So I'm gonna use a blending brush, and so this brush is from Morphe, so it's this one, and we're going to start. Let me see, I think I'm going to start with this color. So anyways, like me hear him start pray, like I'm a spirit, I'm a religious person. So me hear him start prayer and stuff, and in legs start get blow, and it's like my brother them did bathe him and so, and he lie down upon my brother, and like them I say, "Daddy, Daddy," and he not say nothing, he not move or nothing, and then he start go so. So we basically just see him when they dead and stuff like that. I like the entire moment. Like when we start seeing my gas with ear, like me start cry, and me I cry, no tears now come out, and me not feel nothing. And like the ambulance then come, then I have shit, cause them have to ask you for phone, if you want a flashlight, for looking at eye, like they legit not have nothing at all. Anyways, then put him in the ambulance. I mean, I say probably then can save him, blah blah blah. And it's like I'm going to my room to start bed, to go to the hospital, and my brother come and said, "In dead here, in dead." Anyways, fast forward to now, I have less and I feel happier. Like we couldn't finish school and my father did, and I feel happier. Like my father and my best friend, and my person what me love most loved most on this planet, and him dead, and when I have him, we couldn't get back at school, and I feel happier now. And like the point I'm trying to make is that happiness is a decision, a state of mind. So you don't need stuff or people to be happy. You have to make a decision, say yes, I am going to be happy, I'm going to be grateful for what I have, and God is going to bless me with more. So you just have to be happy, like just appreciate what you have. I remember when I was small, let me tell you, I never have the best childhood. And I remember like when I start feeling down, I always think like, even now, I always think like there's someone that is going through worse than what you're going through now, and there's someone that would kill to have your life like what you have right now. Like you have to just identify what you have. A lot of person would not want what you have. Like I watched this speech that Oprah gave, and she said she have one grateful journal. Like she wake up like every night before she go to bed, she write down all the stuff what she grateful for that day. And like me start do it. Like you have to just identify what you have and stop focus on what you don't have, because honestly you attract what you, the type of energy what you give out. And like when my father passed away, it's just like one switch just go off in my head and say, look, you need to stop being ungrateful. You have whole heap of stuff where you have talent, whole heap of people now kill if you have a talent what you have. You're very, like me have to just boost up myself. You're a very beautiful person, you have talent, like you're a good person. You have to just give yourself boost. Like sometimes people, like when me there work, people say, why are you so happy? I am happy because I've been through a lot, and we can identify that I am a blessed person, and me not go focus on what me don't have. So yeah, so you have to just be thankful and be grateful. I remember when I was going through something with somebody, and I was telling this girl about it, and like she started telling me all the stuff what she went through, and like in that moment me say, wow, you're a bitch about one guy, and this girl goes through so much. Like she go through abuse by her own parent, and you there a bitch about one guy. Like what kind of petty issues that? And it's so true. Like we have issues, everybody goes through stuff, but you have somebody who go through worse stuff now what you have. So who are you to be ungrateful for what you have and then focus on what you don't have, or whatever what happened what you never want it to happen that way? Like there's so many people, like women overall in the Middle East, like when you watch one documentary, and there's so like there's people, there's women out there what they're being denied to get education, and we get it out here, and we, because we're so used to it and it come to it so easily, we not appreciate it. And there like people I go to school, like I remember this when I was going UTEC, this girl, like she not caring, she just take her people their money, and she just make them have it, they pay fee to go to school, and she need to do shit. And there's so many people that would kill to be in her position to be able to go school and stuff like that. There's so many women in the Middle East where them legit can't go school, like they're being denied education, like they can't go school. And we have stuff around we where we're privileged and we just take it for granted. So we have to just be appreciative of what we have. Stuff now go happen, like life now go how you want it to go. Sometimes you go through stuff because it's a way to groom you for God's blessing. Like honestly, a little patch of me did go through when me only could not eat the plantain, me couldn't afford nothing else. Like, I would go back to that time, because during that time I start reading my Bible and me get closer to my father, and like my eyes start open up and me start appreciate the person, like people who are actually in my life, and me appreciate the persons that weren't in my life, because like during that time I was alone, and I appreciated the let me tell you how alone I was. Like my phone, they need one charger, me couldn't afford to buy the charger, so me never have no phone, we never have no internet, the light they cut off. The only thing what we did have a water, and because me live near one river. That is how alone I was, and I appreciate my alone time, because me get to know myself better. I get to understand who I am, and me understanding who I am help me if it determine what I want out of life. And because I know what I want out of life, that's what's driving me every day to wake up and do what I need to do. So sometimes we have to just be by ourselves, we just understand what we want and just understand ourselves. Negativity, and sometimes you have people around you who are negative, and they're like a cloud, like a dark cloud, and they are blocking God's blessings from you. So if you are not a negative person, but I want whole heap of like negative stuff happen to you, maybe I need to assess like your circle or people where you associate yourself with, to see if they're the negative aspect in your life, which is attracting negative energy, and just keep yourself from those persons. You don't have to malice the person or go through this dramatic thing and just be like, me not talk to you, but you can just distance yourself and still be a friend to the person from afar. God, this is I done. Sorry guys, my camera battery died. Need for hurry up with the video here, because it's almost 2 hours since I do this. Technically 1 hour, 1.5 hours. I just reach it. This is so sad. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, you can put your happiness in someone else's hand. You can give somebody so much power. Anyways, I think I'm going to start putting on the foundation now. So I had a little fallout right here, so I'll just clean it off with the with some wipes. So I'm just gonna put back the moisturizer. I forgot to charge the other battery, so I just put on my lash and I finished the face. So I guess the camera is telling me that I need to hurry this up, so I just gonna hurry. I'm gonna use this shade, this and this, and put at the bottom over eye. Like, don't put on a lot. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I was able to spread a little positivity your way and you guys can learn from it. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know, comment down below. And for all the persons that reached so far, you're OG, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.